Hello, my friends. Welcome to Haiku Friday, November 9th, 2018. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm sporting, this is not a Boston baseball cap, by the way. Just to let you know, not Boston, but Bellingham. Bellingham. The Bellingham Bells. Do you know who the mascot is for the Bellingham Bells? Dinger. Dinger, the Belling hamster. Now, this is probably the most fun baseball game I ever went to. It was 4th of July a few years back. Sarah and I were visiting Ike when he was in college, and his girlfriend at the time got Ike a job, or helped Ike get a job selling beer there. And she took turns wearing the Dinger costume. She wasn't wearing it that day. But anyways, we had so much fun. And it was probably the most fun baseball game I went to. Why? So lots of selfies with Dinger, the Belling hamster. That's cool. And then secondly, it was on the 4th of July. And so the owner of the Bellingham Bells, home of Dinger, the Belling hamster, decided that he was going to introduce, he had the person who threw out the ball, he's the owner, the person who threw out the ball was like his best friend, and his best friend he and his best friend started this like multi-million-dollar tech company, and his best friend was gay, and unfortunately was kind of advancing through the stages of AIDS. But it was very open and welcoming, and his friend was really cool, gave a really cool speech. And then the cool thing was, there was a kid that I think he shared the same birthday as Jimi Hendrix, and this kid had just learned how to play the guitar, so he wasn't great at it. And he's probably like 12 years old, but he was good enough that he did the Star Spangled Banner a la Jimi Hendrix. And that started the whole thing. And it was just a wonderful, fun time with people there who were having fun. So if you're ever in Bellingham, which you should go to Bellingham, it's out of the way, but it's like one of the most awesome places in Washington, next to Spokane. But go see the Bellingham Bells play. It's amazing. They're kids that are basically college league, summertime college kids. But anyways, Bellingham. I love Bellingham. All right. Okay, let's get started. Hello, poetry fans. That's my Bullwinkle impersonation. So anyways, that's my Bullwinkle impersonation. We're going to get started with Haiku Friday now that I've done this unsolicited plug for the Bellingham Bells. All right, first one's from our buddy Dan, who Dan's on AMR, he's on the ambulance company, and we always talk about ice fishing, because Dan's an ice fisherman, and I haven't done ice fishing in a couple of years. It's the look of those fish looking me in the eye like, hey, what are you doing? The only way I can kill them is to think, hey, I know what you were doing down there. You were killing other fish. That I'm putting a stop to that. But that's a pretty weak excuse. But anyways, I might go ice fishing again this year. And I'll go with Dan. But he also wants us to play, he plays the trumpet, I play the ukulele, although I need to practice more. And Dan's always suggesting that we do this trumpet ukulele duet. And so here's his haiku. Trumpet, ukulele, music, duet, together. Let's set it up, Maeve. Oh, you're right, I'm just slacking. Sorry, Dan. But let's set it up, Dan. All right? Okay. Here's two from our pal Jerry. Now, Jerry sent these in last week, but I got to tell you, folks, I really was sick the last week. I mean, like, high temperature, shaking, really in bad shape. One of those things like, in the middle of this thing, if I were to die, it wouldn't be so bad. Now, I don't feel that way right now, but boy, I was in pain. It was bad. So I was a little addled, more addled than usual, anyways, for Haiku Friday, and I missed Jerry's submissions. So Jerry reminded me, and I think they're still very poignant. So here we go. 2 from Jerry. Priorities off. The castle is crumbling. Must recalibrate. I wonder who Jerry's talking about. I don't know. Second one from Jerry. Recovery starts. Free from chains of addiction. Daddy's little girl. I like that. I like that. You know, and in some way, I think we're all in recovery from something, I would imagine. Some of us from harder things to recover from than others. So good luck, Jerry, and good luck to Daddy's little girl. All right. Thank you, Jerry. Here's one from our pal Rico San, who I was so happy I got to see last week, briefly, like for 15 minutes. And if you ever meet Rico San and his wife, Laura Lee, you are in for a treat. Wonderful people. And yeah, anyway, so Rico San writes, a rudderless ship on a sea of temptation with a credit card. So mysterious who these people are that people are writing about. I don't know. I guess that's the beauty of poetry. You can assign your own person to these tales. 2 from my old buddy Steen, who I miss. I haven't seen Steen in a while. Like I said, I was kind of laying low under the covers this last week. And so Steen and I usually try to get together once a week for coffee or so, compare notes. But Steen and I did not get to have coffee this week. And so let's have a couple haikus from Steen, shall we? Incessant selfies, offset steadfast denials. I truly exist. You do truly exist, Steen. I've seen you. I think I even touched you once in the forehead, and you were real. So, thank you. All right, second one from our pal Steen. Will the sun go down on democracy? Let's wave our Seahawks flag. Steen. I don't know. Did we have democracy? Did I miss that? I mean, don't some people's votes count more than others? Isn't there a way that they're keeping people from voting? I don't know. I don't think we would hold up to any United Nations scrutiny if we wanted to call ourselves democratic. And I know, we're a democratic, we're a republic, okay? All right, Steen, thank you. And thanks for everybody who voted this last election. Whoever you voted for, being involved, no matter whose side you're on, what you're doing, it's sure great for all of us. So thank you for being involved in this election. All right, that's my end of my political statement. Now I'm getting mad at nature. So here's mine. The trees surrender. Not me, just getting started. Earth's tilt leaves me cold. It does leave me cold. In fact, I've been given the okay to start using my sauna again. So I'm going to start doing that. Get hot. I get that thing up to about 180 degrees, and I'm good for about 15 minutes at 180. And man, it's amazing. You know, if you have Morgellons syndrome, you should get a sauna because you wouldn't believe the things that come out of you. Look at Morgellons syndrome. Interesting. Okay, everybody. Boy, I really rambled. Please forgive me. Hopefully you found some good haikus in there. You know, we had our friends, our usual friends that we have. I just clicked off. We had Dan, Dan doesn't really send in haikus that much, but they're always good. Couple from our pal Jerry, who's been a frequent haiku contributor. Rico-san, all-star. Steen, all-star. And then me, who gets to read mine because, hey, it's my little program, right? So, please send me your haikus. There's got to be something. Remember, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. That's all you have to do. Send them in. I'll read them. I'll read them. I won't claim them. I'll read them. I'll try to make you look good. I will. All right. Although I'm sure you're looking really good right now. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into Haiku Friday. I hope your weekend is fantastic. I already know mine's going to be. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.